can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love to survive. Now when I look in your I feel paralyzed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is this UV blacklight skeleton makeup tutorial, which I am in love with. And I got this idea for getting struck by lightning and having the lightning make me glow from inside. And as you can see, my skeleton is glowing and I got some lightning going down my neck. So let's get into the tutorial. I started off by using a UV blacklight paint. And as you see throughout the tutorial, I use this little UV flashlight that I found, which was really handy for this tutorial, especially because it is mobile, so you can take it with you. So if you're going to a party, you can use that. You don't have to carry around a giant blacklight, but also it is so bright. And so I took that and I put it down in a V pattern on my neck, and I used that with a fluffy blending brush and just sort of buffed it down. The coverage is really great, checking it along the way with my blacklight. Then using a black water activated body paint, I took the angled liner brush and I put that on my body in the shape of a lightning strike. And once I got the shape down that I liked, I made myself a collar out of that so that it looked like lightning was coming out from underneath my neck. And we all know I like a little neck contour, so I had to do that. And then I took some black shadow on a very small pencil brush and shaded along the right side of the lightning bolt strikes that I did. Now I did this to add some dimension so that it wasn't just black lines coming off of my neck and that it almost gave the illusion of clouds. Now I wanted it to look like the sky, and the more I shaded, the better it looked. And I only shaded on one side, and then on the opposite side of the shading, I take the brightest shade that I had, which was a neon yellow, and I put it on the other side of the black line so that once I check that, it literally looks like lightning on the other side of the black line. And you check it so often with your light. See how it looks like a bright white light right coming out of that? And then I went on all of the sides of the black lightning strike that I did before, and it ended up looking exactly how I hoped it would. I didn't exactly know where I was going with this. I had a rough idea in my mind of what I wanted to do. I took that same neon greenish yellow body paint and I drew on a rib cage and some vertebrae in the middle. And I had never done this before, so this was a first time for me, but I really liked the way that it turned out in the end. I took some black body paint and I shaded underneath because I didn't necessarily want it to look real. I just wanted it to look striking. I like things to be really stark and really striking when your eye sees it. And so that's what I went for with this look. I just wanted it to look really cool. That's it. So I took some blue shadows and black shadows and I shaded underneath all of them. And then I realized it just wasn't enough for me. I needed it to be more. So I added some blue, the same blue that I did on my neck. I added it to the inner corner of each rib cage, and it didn't add all that much, but it does just add a little bit, enough to make it look dimensional.
I feel paralyzed.
I like to jump around when I do tutorials, and sometimes I'll get bored of a section and move on to another section. Like right now, I'm accenting with dots. I'm shading underneath my chin. I kind of switch back and forth. And I threw in a pair of contacts halfway through. I probably should have waited to the end, but sometimes when I throw in contacts, my eyes start to water really bad. And these are the UV activated contacts, so they glow blue in the black light as well, and I love them. Then I took and I shaded alongside of my neck to make my neck appear longer, but also to make my body seem hollowed out. And I'm also using a black water activated paint. And then I went in with that same paint and I shaded underneath each rib cage as well. When I added in the black up on my shoulders, I realized how much I liked it to be so harsh and black, so that's why I went underneath each rib, and I like the way it turned out so much more. Then I decided to draw skeletons on my arms. This was more or less just to make the look really flow together. I didn't put all that much time and effort into the arms because they're not the center of the look. I wanted that lightning strike area to really be the main focus of this entire look. So I took some black shadows, and I originally had an idea on my face to just do a glam look, but about halfway through, I realized that it wasn't tying in with the body the way I wanted it to. So I turned it into a skeleton to definitely match the body that I did. You kind of want it to flow, and mine didn't really flow. Always be checking with your blacklight when you're using these UV paints, because what you can't see with your naked eye, the blacklight will pick up. I love this eye shape. This is one that if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen quite often. I love this shape to the eyes, really contouring along the sides of the nose, really bringing the shadow and the black liner up in that eyebrow shape and that kind of evil villain shape. I love it. I think that a big piece to this look is to use different methods to make the look striking. Now, whether that be highlighting your eyelashes, adding lots of dots, adding lots of shadow and depth to the look, using the upside down teardrop shape. That's how I make the teeth for this makeup look, and I put them relatively close to each other but not touching so that I have room to shade in between each one, and that teardrop shape just makes a really cool shape for a skeleton. I like things to be extra, and that's what I wanted this makeup look to be. So that's why I really spent a lot of time shading and highlighting and making sure to always check my work under the black light so that I can make sure that everything looked as clean as possible. It doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't really matter with UV paint because each little imperfection, each little dot that falls, each little spot just adds so much character to the look that I absolutely love. So I'm shading on the outside of my teeth with a black shadow. Then you'll see I go in with a black body paint to really deepen up each black line. And then I go through and really contour up on my cheeks. I contour on my hairline, and this I'm taking the UV paint up on my forehead and blending it in with some black that I put right into my hairline to make myself look really skeleton-like.
I feel paralyzed.
Make sure to put on a black water liner because you don't want your pink eyes showing through, especially because sometimes contacts can turn your eyes a little red, as they do mine. Then I threw on a pair of really dramatic lashes and painted them with the UV paint because, man, of the entire look, this is what I really feel brings the entire thing together. It was my favorite part overall. When I was editing the footage afterwards, I was like, oh my gosh, those eyelashes though, I love them. And that is the finished makeup look, my friends. I hope you love this UV electric blacklight skeleton. I absolutely love it, and I love the way it turned out, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. You know the drill. Those are all Raw Beauty Christy. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. What do I do? How do I fall? Do I just fall?
Yeah, like clutch your chest, maybe? What? What?